Hey folks, and welcome back to another P3D full flight video. In today's video we are flying the FSLabs A320 once again with Scandinavian Airlines, this time from the ORBX Stockholm Arlanda, which I picked up. And we're heading down to Geneva as well today, so it should be interesting as we've not been to Geneva in a little while, but we've not flown into Geneva as well, and this is the first time departing from Stockholm. So it should hopefully be nice. It's overcast, so not the best weather, and visibility is quite poor as well, sadly. I was going to say something else, so what was I going to say? I cannot remember. Anyway, this is our aircraft today, which is Oscar Yankee Kilo Alpha Sierra, and we're at stand 16. So we've got catering coming on board just now. We're going to go into the cockpit and get everything set up, the usual that we do for these videos. That's what I was going to say. This is a bit of an late afternoon and evening flight, so we should hopefully get a sunset. I've changed my sky textures again to use a different Pascal sky textures, or sorry, different Pascal sky textures. So hopefully that should look nice, as it does seem to look nice, and I hope that it works. But apart from that, let's get into the cockpit and get it set up. So we'll head to the overhead panel, batteries 1 and 2, and oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's fine. That was a bit weird there. Batteries 1 and 2 can come on. External power will pop on. Crew supply can come on. Ground control can come on. We'll do a CVR test, which is perfect. We want to pop the evac to captain and purser. The AERØHEAD can go to nav. Strobes can go auto. Nav and local can go 1. We'll arm the emergency exit lights. Packs 1 and 2 can go on since they take a little while to kick in, and we'll do all our fire stuff in a minute. Now, I don't know if it's the same for you, but on my screen the cockpit is awfully dark, so I hope that's not the case for you, which would be a shame if it was. We'll pop the constraints and the VORs on for both the captain and first officer's side. We'll brighten up the MCDUs. And we'll also brighten up the CDUs. Perfect. We'll go ahead and pop our weather radar on, multi-scan onto auto. Weather radar can go to system 1, and predictive wind shear can go on. We'll also turn our transponder to auto. Right, what's next? Let's go into our Asus FNGC. We'll in it. So we are the Scandinavian 615 today. Hopefully that will recognise that, which it does. Perfect. We'll go AOC menu, init page, and let's have a look at the flight plan for today's flight. So like I said, we're the Scandinavian 615 today on the 27th of March, which is, well, yesterday, if you're watching this video on Sunday the 28th, from Stockholm Arlanda to Geneva. We're an A320 with registration Oscar Yankee Kilo Alpha Sierra. We've got an estimated zero fuel weight today of 61.5 tons, and our step climbs. So we're going to be stepping up to 350. So initially 340, then stepping up to 350, and we'll ignore that 310. Flight time today is going to be 2 hours 20 minutes, so fairly long, and we've got a block fuel of 9,020 kilograms of fuel. Sorry, that is correct. Why did I not think that was correct? 9 tons of fuel, essentially. Right, so we're 2 hours 20 minutes on the clock, so we'll do that. So init data request. Go operational data. Block fuel is 9020. Taxi fuel is 200. And trip fuel is 5854 today. So it's actually quite off. Normally it's quite accurate with the weights and the fuels and everything, but that's not the case today, which is interesting. 5854. Zero fuel weight is 61.5. And oh no, no, don't do this to me. Goodness me. Okay, so I'm gonna have to lower our zero fuel weight, since the aircraft can't actually carry that much fuel. So I'm gonna limit it. I'm gonna make us much more lighter. Make us 55.8 on the zero fuel weight. So that might change our fuel actually, because we might not need that much fuel then in that case. 55.8. Yeah, we don't need that much fuel, so our fuel's actually going to change now, and we're actually going to be not doing any step climbs today. We're going to be just flying at a cruise level of 360 instead. So our new block fuel is 8422. Taxi fuel is going to still be 200, and our trip fuel is going to be 54.56 for the trip fuel. Zero fuel weight is 55.8, and time for departure we'll say 15:40. Right, let's send that off. We'll board now as well. So hopefully our handlers will start doing stuff, which they are, and hopefully the baggage won't take a long time as well. I'm going to do this just now, just to get some lights on, make it a wee bit more brighter. Right, so that's getting done at the moment. Everything is good here at the moment. Let's go to our init B page actually first. And there's our performance stuff, performance takeoff data. So zero fuel weight is 55.8 today, with a zero fuel weight center of gravity of 34.3. Perfect, and our block fuel again is 8.4 tons. Obviously it was 9 tons, but since we've changed our weight, we don't need that much anymore. 8.4 on the block. Perfectamundo. I meant to say perfecto, and then I was going to go correctamundo as well, but that did not come out right. Departure from Stockholm today will be on off of 01 left, if I can pronounce that or say it correctly. 01 left on the Nossley 5 Charlie departure. With obviously no transition, I don't think. We shouldn't be able to have a transition. Yeah, okay, so just the Nossley 5 Charlie departure, and we've got an expected arrival into Geneva on the wrong one. On the Bennett 1 November onto the ILS for 04. Bennett 1 November. Can we approach via anything? No, we can't. Right, so what we'll do is we'll walk through this. Plan. So it's going to be a left-hand turn after departure, heading south.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you? I'm doing good.
So I'm just checking this is okay. That's very extended out. Oh. Yes, what we'll do is we'll clear that manual to get rid of that discontinuity. And then we've got that nice turn on to final, although there will be mountains, so we're going to need to be aware of that when we're making that turn, but that's okay. Right, so that's the flight plan done. Let's go ahead now. We'll go pop the fuel pumps on. Seatbelt signs will pop on as well. And we'll start the APU. So 1, 2, 3. Start the APU. We're not going to do a performance request with the FSLabs. We'll use Lab Pro. I spelled it wrong. Actually, I was going to do this, but let me type in the data first. So we're an A320 IAE engines. We're at Stockholm Arlanda. Grab the METAR for it at the moment. And we'll go ahead and have a look at the METAR, which is 070 at 6 knots, which is correct. 4 degrees and 2 degrees is the dew point, and 1's 007 as QNH. We'll do flap to departure, packs on, engine anti-ice will be off, runways dry, and we'll pop our weights in here. So takeoff weight is going to be 64021. Mac Mac takeoff weight is going to be 32.1. 32.1. Runway for departure is 01 left. And let's calculate that now. Now I want to go toga takeoff. So it'll be 149, 149, and 155. Flap 2, and we'll be down 0.8 as well. Flex temp we can leave out. We'll go out, we'll go flight plan, clear that, and we'll go ahead, pop the AP bleed on, external power can come off, and that is perfect. That is all our boarding done. So what we'll do is we'll do the, we'll actually have a look at departure, because I need to pop that into the MCP just now. Stockholm Arlanda, let's have a look. Nossley 5 Charlie departure. Initial climb is 5,000 feet, so same as the transition altitude. Right, let's go ahead and do the before start checklist. So cockpit prep is completed. Bar ref is set to 1007, 1007, and 1007. ACARS has been initialized. Park and brake is on. The fuel on board today, we've got 8,400 kilograms on board. The init B page has been loaded. Flex temperature, we've got no flex temperature today. We're doing a toga takeoff, and speeds are going to be V1 149, VR 149, and V2 155. Start clearance. So we'll go ahead, disconnect the jetway, and we'll prepare for pushback and departure. No de-icing. We'll ignore GSX. Start clearance signs are on and auto. Beacon light is on. ATC is on auto or transponder, which it is. Nose wheel steering disc is on as required. Windows and doors are closed, and the flip deck door is locked. So I'm going to go ahead, turn this off, and we need to actually have a look where I'm parked, because I have no idea where I'm parked at the moment, which is a bit silly of me. So gate 16, and where is 01 left? Standard pushback for this gate. Let's see what that does.
Check completed. Pipe has been inserted. Release parking brakes.
Okay, parking brake is released. We'll pop the engine mode selector to ignition start.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed.
Pop our transponder to TA as well. And we'll now start engine number 2. So I'm just trying to work out where I am at the moment. So P or B. So yeah, there's let's have a look at the parking stands and departure routes. So we're going to be taxiing along Zulu today, along to Uniform. We'll make a right and all the way down to Yankee 1, where we'll join for 01 left. Probably should have started that clock, but it's okay. Yeah, so we're going to be taxiing along Uniform, which should be fine, and then Yankee as well. I don't know what this is doing. I hope this does it correctly.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brakes are set.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
We've got good engine start. Oh. I've just realised I've not done something.
Unlocking gear.
Right, I think I've bugged this out. Let's start engine number 1 first then.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
So, valves open. N2 is increasing. Why did I thought the engine wasn't starting there, so I turned the engine off. We're going to be here for a little while longer since I've just done something incredibly stupid.
Left is clear.
Packs are on.
Right is clear.
AP bleed's on. We wouldn't have been able to push back without the AP bleed. Yeah, I've not missed anything. I'm just going to do a quick... I know I shouldn't do this, but I'm just going to do it anyway. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And we'll test the cargo smoke as well. I know I shouldn't do that, but I've done it anyway. Yeah, I don't know what... Right. We can start number 2. We'll start number 2 again just now. Yeah, I don't know why I thought the engine hadn't started at all there, which is weird. I don't know why I done that.
Hello, it's Nolan. Let's cabin secure for takeoff.
Good.
Thank you.
No problem. Right. So, yeah, that was a bit silly on my behalf. I've never done that before, which is interesting. I don't know why all of a sudden I decided to do it there. But hey ho. Right, so it is increasing. Right, give it a minute and it should be done hopefully. Okay, good, right, that's it ready now. Okay, so that's good. So engines have started perfectly. Right, engine mode selector can go to normal, or sorry, norm. We'll arm the ground spoilers. We'll set flaps to the AP bleeding. AP master switch can come off. We'll go ahead and set max auto brake. we'll go ahead and set the trim as well, which is down 0.8. Down 0.8 is set. We'll do a quick flight control check as well just now while over here. So full back, forward, full left, full right, full right rudder movement, and full left rudder movement. Right. After start checklist, ground crew clearance has been seen. Anti-ice is off. Flaps are set to config 2. APU is also off. Yellow ELEC pump is off. And the ECAM status page is checked and clear. So let's get taxiing now to runway 01 left. So park and brake off. Make sure the nose wheel's on. We've also got a company message, so I'm just going to open that just now, get rid of that. It's just our final load sheet, which we'll acknowledge. Right, so I've also got the before takeoff checklist to do now, but we'll do that in a minute. So clear on our right and clear on our left. So we're taxiing left onto Zulu here. The taxiway to our right is Yankee, so that is the taxiway used for arriving aircraft. So this is very similar to what airport is it again? Amsterdam, in the way that you've just got to taxiway yourself. I didn't know this, I didn't find this out until yesterday, but at Stockholm they'll just tell you Scandinavian 615 taxi to holding point Yankee 1 for runway 01 left. Something like that, and then you just basically, they don't even give you any taxi instructions, you just taxi and make your own way there. But obviously they've got set charts, set instructions on those charts to follow, so I'm following the charts right now, and on this chart, to get to holding point Yankee 1 for 01 left, we need to taxi all the way down Zulu, and then we're going to get to uniform, which is going to be a right turn and then a left turn, and uniform is actually a taxiway which you can go towards it's actually Yankee, but it's a taxiway which you can go towards, like the opposite ways, if that makes sense. It's not just one way, it's two ways. So I actually need to check what that is there. So it's Delta. So I believe it's is it this one? Yeah, it's uniform. This is uniform here. Do you know what I've forgotten? Taxi right here on to uniform, and then we'll make a left here onto Yankee. Clear on the right as well, I believe. Hopefully we should be. Yes, we are. And we're also clear on the left. Clear on both sides, right and left. And there's the fabulous FSLabs steering again. Right, we'll do the before takeoff checklist. So flight controls have been checked. TCAS we'll set to TARA. Load sheet has been acknowledged. Trim is down 0.8% and down 0.8% and 0 on the rudder. Let's get back on that taxi line. Departure brief is confirmed, so I'm just going to fly it to all, and I want basically the usual. Takeoff data 155, 149, climb nav 5000, QNH is 1007. Flaps are set to config 2. Cabin report black, we got that from Norman, we got that from Norman. ECAM memo, takeoff config, normal, takeoff config, no blue. Just takeoff, no blue, should I say. It's now entering the runway, so we'll confirm that this is 01 left. We are taxiing onto, which is this is 01 Yankee 1 and 01 left. There we go. 01 left Yankee, so we'll follow the checklist, carry on with it. So takeoff runway, 01 left is checked and verified, cabin crew signal has been given, packs are on, clear on the left, clear on the right, go ahead, pop our strobe on, landing lights can come on, nose light can go to takeoff, and we'll get going now. Geneva, here we come, and the frames are going down the drain. No! Every time we go to take off, it always does this. Right. Looking for 1.050 on the engine EPR. Stable. Put the rudder back on. Mantle got SRS runway. Auto thrust is blue. Get on that center line. There's 80, we'll bring it back to neutral by 100. V1, rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Nav. Ooh. Get it on those flight directors. Right, lever climb. First climb, climb nav. Sorry that took me a while to do there, I just wanted to make sure that I didn't shoot my throttle all the way back. Flaps can come up 1. There's our slat speed, so our flaps can actually come up fully now. Gonna pop the autopilot in.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you
Right, we'll pop our runway turn-offs, landing lights can come off, and our nose light can come off as well. So runway turn-offs are off. We'll disarm our ground spoilers, and we'll pop the flight plan page on. Right, I'm going to leave you guys with some cinematic shots as we climb up to our cruise of... I'm just going to double check this is correct. Yep, 360. I'm going to reset the MCP out just now actually as well to 360. But apart from that, I will see you in the next 2 hours and the descent to Geneva. See you then, folks. folks, and welcome back to the descent into Geneva. As you can see, the sun is setting and it looks absolutely beautiful. I honestly do love a good sunset. The only complaint I would have about this with this sky, sorry, the only complaint I would have with these sky textures is that they just seem a little bit too purpley. But apart from that, I mean, look at that. That is just incredible. Incredible. Anyway, we can look at the eye candy in a minute. We've got a couple of things we need to do. I've basically practically done it all in terms of setting it all up. The arrival. So the QNH today is 1030. We've got a temperature of 5 degrees Celsius. The wind is variable at 1 knot, so in that case we're going to add our tailwind on, just in case we do have a tailwind when we're landing, but 1 knot really won't make a difference. And sorry, I couldn't even remember what I was going to say there. Our minimums are going to be 1,617 feet today, as we are a Category C aircraft. I'm going to go ahead just now and arm LS on both sides so we can capture that localizer. I'm also going to pop the seatbelt signs on at the moment being, and out of the left side we should see the airport, which is right there. Although the lights aren't on, which is interesting, so from what I can remember, the night lighting at who makes it again? The FS Dream Team Geneva is not very good, sadly. So yeah, it might not look nice, but hey ho. Now that's our decel point. However, I'm not very happy with that decel point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna activate the approach phase just now. And I'm going to pull 1200 feet per minute. Okay, so approach ECAM status has been checked and is normal. Approach brief, we're doing the Benol 1 November. I think it's the Benol 1 November arrival. Benot 1 November arrival onto the ILS for runway 04 at Geneva, which is confirmed. Minima is 1,617 feet, 1617. The barometer is set on both, and the approach phase is now active. And now we've just got to wait for the QNH, which will be at... let's have a look at the altitude. 7,000 feet. So we'll actually go ahead and turn all our lights on here. The one thing I hate about my sky textures is, like, I don't know if you can see it, but on the horizon it's a wee bit kind of dodgy. Which is the only sad thing, but I can't do much about that. I know the auto brake is not set yet, however that is because I've got a feeling it's going to autosave the symbol autosave in like the last video. And we're going to end up not having an auto brake or have to click it at the last minute. So hopefully that is not the case for us today at all, but it may well be. Altitude I've got currently in is 5,000 feet, however we want to now reset that to 6,000 feet. Sorry, I don't know why I had 5,000 in. We're capturing the glide slope at 6,000. I'm going to slow down a wee bit more here, just a bit faster, just by putting the speed brake out a wee bit. Just as we are, a wee bit fast. And we're going to be making that turn in a minute. That looks beautiful. Grab another wee screen grab there. Okay, we'll set flap on speed check. Get some drag out here. Alright, I'm going to bring that speed brake back in now, because hopefully once we make this turn we should be good. These mountains to the north of the airport. So having a look back at that Benot 1 November arrival, because that's what we're doing. There's our actually QNH, which is 1030 at the moment. I should probably sync these, to be honest. Oh, that's gonna keep on doing that. Just reset it. We're still not slowed down at all here, so I'm going to slow our rate of descent down and pop the speed brake back out. Yeah, these mountains are
2,500.
about 5,000 feet, so yeah, we're very close to them. That's okay. I believe that is okay for this airport. I know I'm taking screenshots constantly, but whenever you see something good, you've just got to take it. Right, there's alt start, so we're going to slow down dramatically here, hopefully. Oh.
That's the cabin secure for landing. See on the ground, bye.
Didn't even realise I had that on there. Right, we'll take flap 2. And we'll take 190 just now. So flap 2 speed check is good. I'm going to set auto brake at the last minute, just because, like I said, I don't know whether it will mess me around the autosave, and we won't have auto brake. Remember the first time I actually tried landing in here, I vectored myself across this mountain and nearly hit it. Ended up flying over to at about 500 feet, which was interesting. I'm actually going to arm approach because we should grab both of those at the same time. I'm going to bring this back to 180 at the moment. There you go. Glide slope, star and lock star. Now I've got a feeling we're going to overshoot that localizer just a tad since we are 180 knots at the moment, but that's okay. The go-around altitude for runway 04 is initial climb clearance 7,000 feet, climb straight ahead on the Romeo 044 Golf Victor Alpha, so the Geneva, I would assume VOR. I proceed to Sierra Papa Romeo VOR, which is the Saint-Pré. It's not Saint-Prex because it's French, so I would assume it's Saint-Pré. VOR, but if there's any French people watching this, please correct me. I'd love to know because I study languages and I'd love to know what how you pronounce that. It's STPREX. If anyone knows how to pronounce that, I would appreciate if you could maybe let me know in the comments. So thank you for that in advance. Right, we've got 12 miles to run. I don't want to go any slower than this just now until about, I'll go, we'll take flap 3 just now since we can at 180 knots. It's a wee bit risky doing it now, but there you go. We are going to be nosediving a wee bit as well because we are 180 knots. I want to keep the speed up at the moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quit my autosave just now, just before we land. Right, so the runway is in sight. We'll take auto brake medium because I'm wanting to get off at Charlie. Because that's a high-speed exit. No, actually, no, it's not. Yeah, we can get off at Charlie. I want to get off at Charlie. So we're going to go medium auto brake and full reverse. Right, 8.8 miles to run now. I should probably actually have both autopilots in. Reset that to 7,000 because that was 7,000. I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to double check it, which it is. We'll tell the cabin crew to sit down. Alright, we'll carry on with the checklists. So approach phase is active. QNH is set to 1030, 1030, and 1030. I'm going to double check that that is still the QNH, which it is. Winds haven't changed and temperature hasn't changed. And it's the landing checklist next. So 7 miles, gear down. We'll go manage speed. And we'll take flap fill now. Alright, 5 miles to run. We'll do the landing checklist. Cabin report white, we got that from Norman. Auto brake medium, ecam memo, landing no blue. So, landing checklist is completed. If everything is good to go, we're 1500 feet, so I'm going to wait until we are 1000 feet. Alright, and then I'll take control of the aircraft. That's the one. That's the screenshot I've been waiting for the entire night. Right, I'm going to disconnect the autopilot just now. Birds off, I believe it is, or flight directors off, however you want to call it, or pronounce it. And my aircraft. 1000 feet stabilized. Missed approach altitude is set. Right, let's get this baby on the ground. So we've actually got quite a fairly nose-high altitude for flap fill here, which is surprising, but hey ho. Well, not surprising, but I just would have thought the nose would be a wee bit more lower than this.
500.
Checked. Too white to red, which is perfect.
Above. Minimum
Continuing.
100. 50. 30. 20. Retard. Retard.
Spoilers. Reverses are green. Diesel. So there's delta. There's 60. We'll go manual braking. Pop the nose wheel on. That was a beautiful landing. I am so chuffed with that. That is unbelievable. I am so happy with that. I've literally got the biggest smile on my face right now. Oh, that was so good. I'm so happy. Literally, I've got a big grin on my face right now at that. I think that is the best landing I've ever done in the 320. That is the best landing I've ever done. I mean, we didn't land on the piano tiles, but we didn't land on the piano tiles, but we landed very close to them. We landed in the correct spot, which is the main thing. I'm really happy with that. Right, let's slow down here. We'll have a look at the airport map. In terms of where we're parking, we'll take like stand 33 or something. Oh. Hello? Select parking facility. Gate... Oh. Gate 1. Okay, so I guess gate 1's for me then. We'll go gate 1. Swissport, yep, that's cool. And the frames have gone, but it's fine. Strobes off. Romeo turn-offs can stay on. Landing lights will retract. Nose light can go to taxi. Master switch on. 1, 2, 3. We'll pop it on. So we are at link 5 should be in link 5. Yeah, we're at Charlie. So what we'll do is we'll taxi along this outer taxiway here. Chrono can come off. LS off. LS off. And LS off. Go ahead. Bring all our flaps up and bring our ground spoilers down. We'll go ahead as well, and multi-scan can go auto. System 1, weather radar can come off, and the predictive wind shear can also come off. After landing checklist, exterior lights are set, flaps are 0, ground spoilers are disarmed, APU start, radar predictive wind shear is off, TCAS, that's an important one, it can go to TAR, sorry, not TARA, TA. TCAS, oh, sorry, actually standby, my bad. TCAS standby, and consider one engine taxi, but we're not going to do that. We'll actually take link 4 here, so we can get into that inner taxiway. Right, gate 62. So we should have a turning here, yeah, so that's gate 43, I believe. No, 41 actually, my bad. 41 is not on Navigraph charts, which is interesting. I don't think I can taxi along here, by the way, but we're going to pretend I can. Alright, so there's gate 11 to our left. Yeah, the night lighting here is pretty awful. Pretty awful. There is actually no night lighting at all at this airport, which I'm going to need to install and fix. Interesting, is there no gates? Or maybe just this satellite terminal doesn't have gates? I know there are gates, what am I saying? Right, 5, 4... 3A, 3... There's link 1 and 2, 2... and gate 1 here. There. We'll leave these on just because I'm not going to be able to see where I'm taxiing. I know I probably shouldn't leave them on, but I just want to be able to see where I'm going. Interesting, we've got no ground markings. Whoa, 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 what the hell? Interesting, there's no ground markings. Park and brake on. We'll pop the APU bleed on. Engines 2 and 1 can come off. We'll operate the jetway. Default jetway to door 1L. Dome light will pop on. Beacon off. Runway turn off. Off. Nose light can come off as well. Fuel pumps off. Seatbelt signs off as well. So parking brake set, engines off, slides disarmed, beacon off, seatbelt signs are off, fuel pumps are off, and transponder is 2000/standby. Securing the aircraft, ADRS is off, external power, that should hopefully connect once this jetway joins us. Yes, it is. External power, avail. We'll connect the external power, oxygen, emergency exit light, sorry, emergency exit light. Emergency exit light off, signs are off as well. Oxygen off and batteries off, but we're going to leave that. That's interesting, the aircraft's very shiny. Well anyway, there we go folks, that is us landed at Geneva. If you did enjoy today's video, please make sure to leave a like, comment, possibly so even consider subscribing. If you have any flight requests, please let me know, and I hope you did enjoy having a look at Stockholm Arlanda today by ORBX. But apart from that, I will see you in the next full flight video. Stay safe folks.